Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Yes. Hi,
Welcome.
we are
Welcome.
back.
Welcome back.
Part two, or as Nathan would say, part two.
Two.
Right? All right. Thank you for showing up. We're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Since you should have already watched part one, so you know all the mumbo jumbo. We don't have to go through all that again.
If you haven't watched part one, go watch part one.
Great questions. Great questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll say even greater answers, but you know. That could just
Of
be me.
course. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
the first question today, I'm going to, Mari-Lyn, would you like to, I can't pronounce this. He's someone who does add comments often, and we really like you and everything. We just can't pronounce your name, so you probably already know who you are before we butcher it here in a second.
yeah. So, Mr. P, that's what I'm gonna call him right
Hey,
now.
that's
Mr.
good.
P.
And yes.
Hi, thank you for doing the reaction to the Mount Kailash video. You're very welcome. I appreciate it and just wanted to know, do you plan on doing part two of Mount Kailash? And Heather, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but my answer is if there is another Mount Kailash video you would like us to do, please send us the link. You can go to
Yes.
our website, TCS Everyday Psychics, go to the contact us form and send us the link of the video that you'd like us to react to for a part two.
That was such a good video.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
good. So good.
Wait a minute. Which way am I? I don't know which way to point because, we're all, I don't know, but it was a lot of fun and
It was.
Heather
Yeah.
did great.
It was a good video.
Yeah.
I highly enjoyed it. And it's all about me, so. Right. Mari-Lyn, would you like to continue to read?
Sure, sure.
Sure, sure.
So next question is from another one. I'm not quite sure on how to pronounce it. The Unner 81.
Uno.
Works for me.
The Unner? I don't know. Hello. I have been wondering, what is light language and how does it work? Is it even a thing? And if it is, why do I feel like it is so silly and fake when I see people do it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not in the right mindset to receive it. Anyway, thanks for the Q&A. Best wishes from Iceland.
Okay, that would be for me, right?
That
Yeah.
would be for you.
That would be for me.
Absolutely.
Because I do have a light language that I speak, and it is funny. Go ahead and laugh. Seriously, like yeah. I would never tell someone like, oh, you have to be so serious about it. Typically, what's coming out is very serious, but it's funny. I mean, it's just this sort of silly, I shouldn't say silly. It sounds silly, it isn't. So the thing about light language is it's coming from typically, well, it's other dimensions, really deep other dimensions, whether it's a very high vibration or a very low vibration, depends on where. I only speak that language, and it comes from my guardians. And I don't know about other people, so I'm not going to speak on other people who use light language. You'd have to ask them. I think it's very, it depends on the person. It's very personal. There you go. It's very personal to the person. Mari-Lyn was there when I first got the language, and I think she probably, well, first, I think you probably jaw dropped like, what the hell are you saying?
Hell was not the word I used. Just gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's another four-letter word.
It was a definitely WTF.
Yes. Yes. And
Is she doing? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I myself personally, and I think now this, I think I can speak for everyone that speaks that language. You have an idea of what you're saying, but each like word or vowel, like you're learning a different language, I have no idea. I don't know that part of it. It is a spirit language, so no matter what dimension you're in, except for the 3D, they understand what you're saying. If
Mhm.
my team comes in, my guardians, and they have me speak that, it's to speak to a particular entity for a particular reason.
Mm.
And they fully understand it. So, yeah,
Mhm.
great question.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to add, why do I feel like it is so silly and fake?
Mhm.
My suggestion would be to, when you hear this,
Mhm.
to try and allow yourself to ground,
Mhm.
raise your vibration,
Mhm.
and just allow without judgment
Mhm.
and see if you feel differently. If you still feel silly and fake, maybe it is silly and fake, whatever you're listening to.
I was just going to say that. I think there are
Yeah.
psychics out there that do it and they're just, it's bullshit.
Or
Mhm.
non psychics either.
Yes. Yes.
But if
They
you can get, yeah,
just
if
want
you
to
can
be
get grounded,
different and
if you can get grounded and raise your vibration and just absorb,
Mhm.
you might find yourself picking your jaw up off the floor,
Yes. Yes.
not really even knowing why. But there could be either an understanding without understanding, or something, a
Yeah.
familiarity.
Yeah. And for me, I don't do it that often, but when it comes, I don't question it. I just go with it and let it channel through me because it needs to be
Mm-hmm.
said, whatever it is that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And can the rest of you attest, because you have all heard Pam in this light language. Can you agree that there is an understanding without knowing what's being said? Like a generalized meaning of what is being said, or is that just me?
Yeah, no, I mean, yes, I understand the silliness that they're talking about, but
100%.
it's really like listening to any other language that I don't understand, a conversation being had in that language. It's like you have no idea what they're saying, but you kind of like there's context still that is
Good.
Perfect word.
you
Yes.
kind of
You're right.
absorb. And
Perfect
I
word.
like where Mari-Lyn was going to get grounded and to listen, but I really feel like that language is not meant to just be heard with ears. Like this is like listen with like soul, heart. Like this is
Yes.
Telepath.
a whole nother language. I don't like the word language because it's like
Right, right.
Right?
it
Yeah.
dumbs it down a little
Yeah.
bit, but because there's power in those words. There's movement in those words. So
Lots and lots of power.
yeah.
Mhm.
I will
Yeah.
also say that sometimes, Mari-Lyn, when you sing, there's a singing part, and that's its own
Mhm.
language as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and
Same
what
thing.
she and I do are very different.
Very different.
But the same from a receiver standpoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Mhm.
Yeah.
you guys both kind of do that. Mhm.
Mhm.
And I know that the times I've experienced it with you, Pam, what I'm always thinking is like, get them. You know what I mean? I can really feel what's happening without needing to know the particular words. The vibration of it
Yeah.
is what really matters.
Mhm.
And it feels very powerful
Yes.
and important.
And you brought that up, and oftentimes it is sort of kind of a warning or
Yeah.
I'm laying this out. You decide what you're going to do, but here are your options.
Yeah.
So it does sort of have that thing to it. Mhm.
That's how it feels.
Thank you. I'm so glad. I enjoy it when it happens. All right, great question. Thank you.
Yes,
From
that was a great
Iceland.
question. Yes, from Iceland.
Mhm.
Hmm.
This is from Follow Your Arrow 7.
Okay.
Hey, I'm so excited for this one. And
I'm
thank you.
excited that we could pronounce it. Yeah.
Seriously. I have a question regarding colorful orbs or dots of light.
Mhm.
My childhood home has been paranormally active now for over 20 years, and my dad has lived there for most of that time. When I visit the house, we experience all kinds of crazy stuff. The one thing I see every single time I visit are an array of perfect specks of light which disappear as fast as they appear. Almost looks like a flash, it's that fast. The colors will vary from bright white to green, blue, and red. The sizes vary as well. The red dots are so tiny they remind me of a cat laser pointer.
Ooh.
I've only experienced this kind of light show at my dad's house, and unfortunately, he has become blind to all of this activity. What could these colorful orbs be? I've heard many theories that it's a spirit guide protecting or that a spirit is throwing energy balls to get your attention. I've never felt uncomfortable when these appear. I'm in awe of them.
So I'd like to first start this by saying something. We asked for no personal questions, so I appreciate that you took a personal question and you turned it into a more
Like in
general
general.
question. Yes, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Mhm.
Follow your arrow 7.
Mhm.
I have lots to say, but I'm going to try and be better this Q&A and not talk as much and let you all actually have your
I
time.
have a very little bit to say, but if someone else wants to go first, you can. No?
Go for it, Marcy.
Okay. So I don't personally have a ton of experience with orbs, but what really stood out in that question slash story was how the orbs made you feel. So that to me is my first question. How are you feeling when you see this phenomena happen, whatever? If it's comforting, loving, then 10 out of 10, it's either a guys or a loved one that is either just reaching out in that moment to just provide you with some comfort, love, something like that, right? So that's what not more like, hey, look over here. It's not as like that 3D. I wouldn't go more with like that sort of messaging. It's more so just a feeling. Who does it make you think of? That sort of thing. Those are the hints that point you to who's doing it or why is this happening.
And
Yeah.
this is why Marcy is one of our advanced students. Just saying. That was the one most perfect. I'm like, yep, yep,
Thank
yep,
you.
yep. This is why she's here, along with Nathan and Heather. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
I mean, I just got it's obviously it's energy, and it's like it's pinpricking the environment, as it were. Doesn't necessarily have to be, doesn't feel like it may be a relative contact, but it feels like um energy I feel from it is, yeah, it's like, hi, we're here, hi, and it's boom, boom around that they can see. Um, may not be anybody, but it definitely, how can I describe it? It's a bit
yeah.
like a
And that's a misnomer about orbs is that there is consciousness attached to it. And
Right.
and that's something that's another one of those ghost hunter things that
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
created this thing that, oh, it's an orb. Like there's a
Mhm.
It's a demon.
yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that there's not a consciousness. Not, oh, can there be? Of course.
But no.
However, no. Most of the time,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're
Mhm.
seeing something just with your physical eye. So what you're noticing that's, whatever it be this size may in its reality be a much larger size, a different shape,
love.
a spirit. It really could be anything when the question is posed of what is this orb?
Mhm.
Could be anything. Could be many.
Yeah. I would like to add, unless Mari-Lyn, do you have something more you want to? So one of the first things that came in for me, the message of it's like a prism, one of those prism that thing, and the light hits it and reflects all different, like there's an energetic prism there. And so I didn't mean to go into like it is a personal question because we asked you, I just said how great it was that she made it so general. But it's go ahead. Mari-Lyn, did you have something?
But
No?
your answer can be a general answer also.
Yes. So thank you. If
Yeah.
if the grids are sort of broken up in a particular way, it can create like a prism in the house. This is the first time I've ever heard this. Thank you, Spirit. And that totally lands for me. So, and it's like any other prism, it shines different lights, etc. Another thing would be our longtime TCS friend, Nana. When she first started, I don't think it happens anymore. When she first started, her guides would show up in different color orbs to let her know who's coming in. There were like 3 of them. And that sort of stopped at some point when she learned who they were and got the vibration, etc. So orbs can really be anything, and absolutely agree with everything everyone said. And Marci saying, really pay attention to how you feel with it.
Mhm.
That'll tell you if by chance we're a demon or some
It's not a demon, okay? It's not a demon.
They're
Not.
not.
Oh dear.
It can't hold that vibration. It can't. It's okay. If it were something bad and it was trying to trick you into think, it can only keep you thinking that for like a fast minute.
Right.
And then you'd go, "Ooh, now I'm not feeling so good." It would happen fast. And there's nothing. So for all of you who have orbs or whatever, feeling it is, yeah. And it's rarely a consciousness.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was a great question.
It was a great question. It was.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
On to the next.
All right. Kate DeGreat
I love that.
3
Good
questions.
Okay.
So, first question. I know we have contracts of what our life will somewhat look like called soul contracts, but I'm wondering if that contract includes when we pass, but do not cross into the light. In other words, does our contract include if we are supposed to be an earthy or even a descended being? Or is that totally up to free will?
Yes and yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I get that there's wiggle room.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So yes, you can contract that. It's pretty rare to contract that, but absolutely, if that's something that your soul wants to experience, you have some learning to do with that. What's coming through now? Ooh. Some of these ghost hunters that are out poking and prodding at all these ghosts, all these earthies, they're most likely going to come back and be one so they can see the other side of that and how much pain they put them through. How much discomfort. Yes. And yes, it's also free will. More earthies happen through free will than not, or through a contract. Anyone
Agreed.
else want to say anything, or did I just
No.
see? I just started.
Well, the very simple answer is yes and yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like so many energetic spiritual things,
Mhm.
there is more than one answer to most
Always.
questions.
Always.
I don't even know if there is a definitive answer other than it's not a demon.
Right.
Okay.
It is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Maybe that was an unintentional segue into the next question.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
nice.
Does showing an entity attachment that you're not scared of it help to weaken it?
Ooh.
Where do we start with the attachment piece, or do we? There's a lot in
There's
this
a
one
lot
question.
there.
There's
By
a
the
lot.
way,
I would like to comment on the show it part.
yes,
Um,
you go, girl. Uh-huh.
because the whole showing it love where your head is at, however, it's where is that coming from? Are you showing it out of fear or are you showing it out of love? Because
Codependence.
there's two different things there.
You mispronounce codependence.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot. Anyone else want to take a piece of that? Because there's a lot of that.
Well, first, we don't get entity attachment, full stop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Okay.
Love that.
It does not, because they're not attached. Now, we
Not
may
like not like you're wearing a backpack.
yeah, or yes, or they're sat next to you with a head on the shoulder.
Right, right. Now can it feel like that? So I want to say that too. We did a clearing recently where the client said sometimes it felt like I was wearing a backpack. I understand. And so that can be sort of misconstrued like it's attached to me. She wasn't saying it was attached to her at all. She knew it wasn't. But so it can feel, but they're not attached to you.
No.
Right.
There's a human piece to that whole feeling of
Yes.
attachment.
Yeah.
Because they're really
Right.
using you. Like this
They're
is
so using you.
yeah, it's a different sort of
Yes.
game that's happening. Yeah.
It would be more accurate to say if I'm attached to an entity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If we were
Oh,
going to use the word
yes.
attachment,
Yeah.
we would attach ourselves more
Wow.
likely to an
Yeah.
entity than
Yes.
an entity is actually going to
Right.
attach.
Right.
The time that Mari-Lyn, pardon me, and I will sometimes use the word attachment, or when this sort of comes into play, is when it's emotional. I have wounding, this thing, whatever earthy entity, whatever, has that same sort of wounding, and it attaches wounding to wounding. But it's not,
That would be trauma.
attachment to me says it's like sewn on and you can't get away from it, right? You can't, that is not the case.
Would that be the same terminology as the trauma bonding?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
just to clear for the viewers, like if you hear trauma
100%. Thank you for
bonding,
saying that.
like that's what we mean by attachment.
It's
Yeah.
trauma bonding. That is so good. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it also
no,
Can
please
I-
go ahead, Heather.
it's also bringing to mind this idea, but very real, of stop giving away your power. Because when you have this presented to you, and it really has been presented to you from movies and various forms of content that you're taking in, of an attachment, that feels very helpless. It feels you
Yeah.
are handcuffed. You cannot escape.
Yes.
Now, you have accepted that as true without questioning what's coming in. We're here to tell you that's not true and that you have power and that you can make different choices. And that's what we hope you take with you today.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. 100%. Again, the reason you're an advanced student.
That's them. They just were like, say it.
Yep. Well, you listen very
Right here.
well. Your channel is, yes, beautiful. And yes, to all of that. I'm not sure what else to add to that. And no, it will not weaken it. It will only make it more. they'll only want to be around you more, because if they feel you sort of slipping away, trying to whatever it is, no, they're going to want it more, because they need you to stay in that vibration, in that wounding, so they can exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
So no, you have, I'm going to say in quotes, attachment. You need to reach out.
Yes.
Sometimes we can take care of that through a clearing. Sometimes it has to be a healing.
Mm-hmm.
But we would know that by first doing a clearing.
Absolutely. And again, you
Right.
can do that through the website, tcseverydaypsychics.com,
Yes.
through the contact us form.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say, with the clearing, 99.9%, there's always healing having to be done. Because if you don't
Oh,
go for healing, what's going to happen is you're going to get something else happening in your home or where you are,
Yeah.
because that trauma has not been healed. You know, the wound is still
Good
a wound.
point.
It's open.
mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
So just remember that it's not this clearings aren't a quick fix.
No, no,
And,
no.
nor is healing. Nor is healing. It can
Oh,
take
No.
healing definitely is not. Healing, uh, a clearing can clear something up way faster than if it's true trauma. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. See, advanced student. Thank you.
Ah,
And healer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And I think
yes.
everyone can put their hands up here and say, you know, we've all been in that, all had a traumatic experience. We've all been there. Or,
oh,
you know, that healing has taken
yes.
a long time, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not easy. So,
No.
but we know we come from it from a loving heart, and we're there for you if you need support and you need advice and you need us to help you heal.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. I feel like that should be
Sweet.
the end of
Beautiful.
the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm off. Bye.
But it's not.
Peace out. All right.
It's not.
Or it's
So
just Pam getting uncomfortable with mushiness. That's probably what it is.
could be. Could be.
All right.
Kate the Great has one more question.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not good at imagining things, and every grounding technique I've seen is imagining stuff.
Mhm.
Is there a way to ground without picturing something in your head?
Of course.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can take your shoes and socks off, and I mean it's simple because your feet and go into the grass environment, for example, or even in dirt, and feel the earth, feel it ground you, or even quicker, put your hands in cold water, and
Oof.
that is a way to suddenly, boom, it's very cold water, boom, that will help you
Oh, wow.
access the
Yeah.
ground as well.
I have not used
Yeah,
that
just
technique.
two.
Don't think I will. Don't need it. So, but I appreciate the option for people.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
if,
just an example, two examples, but
sure.
there are many ways. Yeah.
If you listen to Fred's Meds, so we have a podcast channel, the Conscious Spirit Podcast. There are meditations on there. They're Fred's Meds. My main guide is named Fred, so it's Fred's Meditations. In those meditations, every meditation, I will say, see, hear, feel, know, however the information is coming to you. That's because we all sense differently in different ways. And
Mhm.
I will push back on you don't have a good imagination. Yes, you do. You do. You're just, sometimes we have expectations that it needs to look a certain way, it needs to be a certain way. And if you can't get to what that expectation is because some psychic told you it has to be this way, then you start thinking that you're not good at it. It sort of hits that place in you, well, some wounding, really.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to be, we will often say see, but we don't always mean see.
Mhm.
SEE, not
Mhm.
SEA.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I think my first suggestion would be to feel.
Mhm.
Mhm.
How do you feel in your body?
Mhm.
And I would want to say go to Fred's Meds #1 or one of the early ones. Listen to the grounding meditation, and this can be difficult to ignore the visual cues,
Mhm.
but feel.
Mhm.
Can you feel anything happening?
Mhm.
I just got really grounded.
I did too. Thank you.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
you really can't,
thank
like,
you for that.
as someone who does see, and I'm not bragging,
Oh no, you are very clairvoyant.
you can't see that you're grounded. There's just no way to see that you're
Thank you. Great point.
Good point.
Yes.
like, I have to bring myself down into my heart, into my other spaces to know and feel that I'm grounded. Just like Mari-Lyn said, there you can't see that you're grounded. There's just no matter how much, and I've tried, you can't. You know, you
I
just
also got told trust.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's a huge
Trust.
one. Yeah.
Don't have to analyze it,
No.
or
Right.
it's trust. Feeling
That's
grounded.
another reason why we don't always talk about what it feels like to be grounded. We kind of do it in general terms because everyone's going to feel differently.
So different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's so
if
different.
you want to, every one of us can get you grounded. If you tcseveryday psychics.com, send us a message and you want to feel, you want to get, oh, this is what grounded is, just ask one of us to get you grounded. Truthfully. Yeah.
And thank you, because I didn't want to be the one to do that again.
Yes. Yes.
And I just have a couple things because that has been an
Please.
area that I had always struggled with.
Yes.
So I've used different little tricks, and these are just the appetizers. This is not the real work of it. Okay. For example, I would take a chumpy stone, if anybody's heard of it. If not, it's fine. You can use what you want. The point is take what you're drawn to. And I would hold the chumpy stone in front of me and drop it. And so that's a visual
Oh,
representation for me that when I start that process
wow.
and I drop it, that you're preparing to ground.
That just like I came into my body like a lead balloon.
Yeah, it's about getting into your body. And for a lot of people, it is a chore to be in the body and to feel. You can
100%.
talk a little bit. You can do some speaking of, what is happening. I still talk to this day
Mhm.
of the grounding process. I won't necessarily do the whole thing, but I'll do sections. And then feel your breath. What does that really feel like to you?
Yes.
So as it comes in and as it comes out, what does that feel like? Deeper and deeper and deeper, and allow it and trust it. And then you're going to get closer to your goal the further you step with this. Good question.
Thank you. And can you just keep talking?
Good answer.
Like I'm over here like just sort of in a puddle. Yes. Thank you. Woo. And I hope that helps Kate the Great.
She finishes by saying, "Thanks, y'all. Love the Q&As, but I'm especially looking forward to everyone joining in."
And we all
Oh,
did on this
Everyone
one.
did.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait, is
nice.
she trying to say that she's tired of just Mari-Lyn and I
Yes,
doing?
that's exactly what she said.
I think so. I see.
Sorry,
desperate to
But
hear
I do
someone
agree
else's
with
voice.
her. I do get tired of my own voice. So believe it or not.
She's open to expansion, and I love
Yes.
that.
Yes, I appreciate that. Yes. Tina's 1111.
Yeah. I would love to know how we can open our third eye. And I know people say meditation, and I've been meditating for months and probably a year by now, and I don't feel like I'm getting any information. I kind of feel lost and I'm a little
I've been there.
scared, but I
That's
want to
why I
learn.
laugh.
I think we stop at that. Should we or
Yeah.
So how to open third eye? Is that the question?
First of all, stop seeing it as you're opening your, yes. Stop seeing it as you're trying to open your third eye. That is another one of those fucking, sorry, but someone said that, some idiot psychic said that it's something, you gotta open your third, and there's an expectation with that. Once you find yourself in that expectation of like this third eye just opening, you're like, I would say that is you need to back away from that. Give yourself some grace. There is no such thing as opening the third eye, and get rid of that expectation. Again, you're expecting something, whatever that expectation is, you're not meeting it. So you think it can't be done. So you've put a lid on it. And if it's not there, then
Blockage.
yes.
I'm gonna say self-sabotage without.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well done. Yes, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Very nice.
And again, here's another thing with the third eye, and is that's clairvoyance. And everyone wants to be clairvoyant. Everyone, that's like the crown jewel of being psychic, and it just isn't.
I gotta say it's overrated.
It is. Unless that's your true first clair, like it is with Marci. That's her true gift, is being clairvoyant. That's her top clair, and then the rest come under it. So most people are not clairvoyant. Let me just say that. So for all of you, I'll say this real quick. Sorry that I've got my teacher hat on. I'm also irritated.
Mhm.
But and I'm not irritated with you, Christina. It's just this whole thing that comes up so often. Open your third eye. You see videos like that. Open your third
eye. Here.
So our third eye, our pineal gland, is the center of all of our clairs. It is the seat of all of our clairs, all of our intuition, our channel, etc. So when they say open your third eye, get rid of that saying. I beg of you, and everyone listening, get rid of that, because you are going to not, yes, confused, frustrated. It puts you in a vibration that is low, and then you can't get there. I'm hella psychic, and I'm not clairvoyant.
And then if anyone wants, I recommend going to see me and Heather's, I think it was Heather's interview, where we talk about what it's like to just use clairvoyance. It's like, I see a box. Great. Okay. Now what are you gonna do? What is that box? You need so much more information than just seeing.
Yep.
Actually provide provide anything, so it's, I mean, I get
That's
it.
where
Everyone thinks
that's where the rest of
fancy,
your clairs come in, right?
but it really, it's just a starting point, as any, I think, of the clairs really are.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
It is often with humans sort of the first one that sort of we tap into, because we are such visual people. But that doesn't mean that that's going to be your clair.
And then hearing, I would say, would be second. And everyone always assumes that you're going to hear it, like we have a conversation today. And again, that's not how it is.
Nope.
So yeah, there's just so much with the clairs.
Yes. So for all of you, if you're wondering what the hell is a clair or what does that mean, I know I've talked about this before, but we'll just say it again. Clair means clear. Voyance is seeing. So clairvoyance is clear seeing. Clairaudient is clear hearing, and down the. So all of your physical senses you have energetically, and we also sometimes call them, psychic senses.
It was a good conversation that we had.
It was a great interview.
Yeah.
So,
They all were. I really do. I think they were really well done.
Yeah. I think
Thank you.
That was a
Marci,
wonderful
for facilitating
idea
that.
to do them.
Yes. Marci's idea. Is there more to this that you?
I think we just did it. Do you guys have any avenues or directions to point me in different ways to open myself up?
You have to take classes. I'm sorry, but you do. And I know, I don't know you specifically, but people in general have a real aversion to taking classes. I don't know the why. They don't want to spend the money or they don't want to this, that, whatever it is.
Mhm.
People, I can almost spot, Mari-Lyn and I both, and we can spot the psychics who've never had a physical teacher. Like you're talking out your ass. I don't know what else to say. Like whoever started this third eye bullshit. You never had a teacher. Right? Like, what the hell? Grounding. Rarely, I think we're the only channel that you ever hear grounding. There might be another one out there, but
Well, what third eye is meant to be about channeling? Is it meant to be about channeling, or is it meant to be about clairvoyance?
I always thought clairvoyance, but
I have always heard it associated to clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wondering now if like third eye is meant to be like open your channel, like your
could be.
maybe I don't
And
know.
the thing with the channel though is you first have to learn your clairs.
Sure.
Before you can channel.
Right. Right.
And I think what you find
Can't do one without the other.
You know, I'm going to follow up with my first statement of being clairvoyant is overrated. And the reason I said that is because if that is your big main clair, like Marci, that's great. However, for me, being clairvoyant, my God, my ego got so overblown.
Yeah.
And I ignored all my other senses.
That
I ignored them.
Yes.
And when they took my clairvoyance away, and I started really experiencing my other clairs, it's like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
the amount of information is so much fuller and rounder and meaningful.
Yes.
Totally.
That there are times where I'll get the picture and I'm like, I don't want the picture. Give me the feeling.
Yes,
Give me Give me all the yummy stuff because my ego can get attached to what I see so easily.
That's why we have more than one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why having a teacher is so important.
Without you guys, I would have never moved to the heart space and started seeing with my heart space. You know, like
if I didn't have a teacher and my clairvoyance got taken away, I would have just shut down.
Yeah.
I'd have shut down. I'd have never moved forward.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
great question, Christina S.
She finishes with sending so much love.
Oh,
so thank you so much.
And I hope you don't feel beat up on. So that particular question kind of triggers me sometimes because we get asked it so often and there's so much bad information out there. So I was certainly not upset with Christina for asking. I'm very grateful you asked it. But if you felt that sort of prickly and that was why, is because it's and I hope you no longer use that verbiage. I hope you no longer have that expectation. And as far as meditations, meditations are the backbone of being psychic.
Oh,
yeah. It is. And there's so many different ways to meditate. You might do Fred's meds. I don't know, but I always refer people to Fred's meds.
Always.
Allow all your clairs to open up when you're doing Fred's meds. They're meant, especially the latest, they're always going to be healing. Always. They're always going to take you into your darkest, deepest stuff. Always. Fred did and has made them to not just heal, but also to develop. And if you allow it, and you know what, Christy, if you've been doing meditations for months, if you truly aren't getting anything, I would say you've got some sort of block and could be this expectation, or you really are getting some, but your expectations are to the point where they're pointing you in the wrong direction. Like you're not seeing.
Or if you're not getting if not getting anything is triggering you, then it is working.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
100%. Yes.
A lot of different
Good
ways.
point. Yes.
I would like to say that it's everyone thinks I've got to meditate to improve
Yes.
my skills.
Oh, let's talk about that.
I have to meditate. I have to meditate, and I can't meditate.
No.
Actually, I have to say, Fred's Meds is one of the ones I actually can work with.
But like
But I
totally
can't do-
clear the mindfulness. Oh,
Yeah.
hell
So
no.
sometimes you have to find what works best for you. Don't follow the crowd. What do you need to have your link and feel at peace? And it's also about breath work and just breathing in and out. It could be in silence, it could be in nature, it could be anything. What works for you
Yes.
to be able to calm the ego, calm the self, to then to be able to connect. That is
Yes.
Yep.
not the
And it
trick,
can
that's
be
the answer. That's the key.
yes, yes. And we've talked about this a lot. Mari-Lyn vacuums. That's a form for her. I can just think about how much I hate it. But for her, it's like this meditative state she gets to. Some people it's like doing the dishes or just so
Gardening.
You, Pam, my mind is like,
yes.
and it's just somebody telling you you are now in a beautiful place. Oh, bugger off.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Go
look
ahead,
at
Mary.
that pond. Isn't it beautiful? No,
Yes.
not black. You know?
Explain, Mari-Lyn, how the vacuuming works for you. Maybe
Vacuuming.
yes.
So there, I don't even remember how long ago this happened, but there was something that was needing to be worked out. And Pam, I don't even remember if it was my shit needing to work out or were we working something out for you or for TCS. I really don't remember.
I don't either.
But I'm vacuuming and boom.
Yeah.
This information just started coming.
Yes.
And I found myself, you ever read a book and you find yourself reading the same line over and over?
Because you can't remember what you're not
I found
processing.
myself, I'm vacuuming the same area of the carpet because I'm so
Yes.
in spirit and the information is just coming.
Yeah.
Now, when I vacuum, because I have to vacuum, I know if there's something that needs to come that I'm blocking because I start talking. I start talking about, oh, you need to do this. Maybe you should be doing this instead of vacuuming. Maybe there's this that needs to be done. Oh, what do I need from the grocery store? And it's out loud. It's verbal, so I can hear it. Oh, dang it. There's information every time.
Every time.
Now, every time I vacuum, do I get information? Well, okay, yes, I do.
I
do. There's something vibrational about the tone of my vacuum and me that just gets me in that state.
Yes.
But the treadmill can do the same thing for me.
I've got a friend, the treadmill, playing a musical instrument, they play the flute and they just do that and they go off into it's not hypnotic, but just the senses, the head senses, eyes, and it just feels it one with everything.
Playing piano for me isn't about, I don't usually get messaging when playing the piano, but it's more of that I can let go. I can empty my brain. I can give my brain a chance to breathe. And I can give my body a chance to reset by playing piano.
And yes, our brains breathe energetically. Just so.
Yes, they do.
They do. And that's part of unclenching and letting it go, letting yourself ground, is you get your brain sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
A spirit just said to me, the form of meditating, it could be watercolor art or or pottery or something that's just as Mari-Lyn just said, it's releasing and you're not thinking too hard. It's really calm, being
Yeah.
calm.
Get you out of your ego.
Yeah.
It can be anything,
Yes.
Yeah.
anything
It's
from a
not, I'm
hot
gonna
bubble
sit
bath.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
anything.
yes.
Yeah.
Bubble bath. Yeah.
And
Anything.
mine, I mean, just speaking from my own experience, meditation has evolved for me over time.
Mm.
So what it looked like in the beginning when I started does not look like it does now, and that's on purpose. So like
Good
whatever
point. Allow it
meditation
to evolve.
like whatever it looks like, that's fine. And then you
Yes.
just
Yes.
then just move forward. Like it doesn't have to look like a professional meditation session, on day one, because that's not evolution. That's, yeah. So
As you say
Doesn't.
that, something that came to mind was I had a student once that said she was looking around trying to find the right meditation to do because sometimes you go on YouTube, it's like, oh my God, that person's voice, I can't listen. Or
yeah.
that music is better. But she was looking because she wanted to get certain information out of it. So she was going through. And if you're doing that, you need to stop and reevaluate why it is you want to meditate and what it is you're looking for. You have all the information inside you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like to put Fred's Meds playlist on shuffle for anyone listening.
Oh, interesting.
And I just let whatever pops up, that's gonna be the meditation,
And
whatever the
Spirit
message.
brings it.
Mm.
Because I know I
Ah.
whatever I want is not what I'm gonna get. So like it's just
Isn't that the truth? Yes.
just get
Especially
let
with
it go
Fred's
now.
meds.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I expect an answer for this question, please, Fred. Thank you. And then I hit play. Nope, not getting that. But I
Nope.
got 5 other answers. So
Right.
yeah.
But you get what you need. Yes. And Fred's meds, the titles are meant to not tell you exactly what's happening.
Right.
They're pretty vague and general, and that's on purpose. So you
Mhm.
can't shuffle, oh, I want to know, oh, there it is.
Mhm.
Like who's my next relationship? They have meditations out there that will,
No.
like
Nope.
no.
And that sounds exactly like me. And I will say control issues. I think that was me. I get it. Okay.
Yes. And I think we've all done that.
Yeah.
All of us have done that. Yes. Not sure if this is too late. He came in like
Yes.
right at the deadline, and he made it.
Yes. I'm wondering if, as the guardians must lower their frequency to interact with us in 3D, do the low vibrational entities have to lift their vibration to haunt in 3D also?
Is there more to that, or can we just stop
Yes.
there?
I think we can stop there for a moment.
Okay. Can I just want to, before the rest of you say something, because you have the wrong idea about guardians. I want to say that, first of all. And the guardians that we use, specifically me, are different than the guardian. So everyone has a guide, a guardian, and angel, right? That's kind of the three whatevers that we come down with. The specific guardians that we use that are a different set of guardians. Not everyone can tap into these particular guardians. Now, when you're a student of mine, I can assign guardians to you and you have access. But guardians don't have to change their vibration to speak to us at all. So I'm not sure it's kind of I'm not sure where you got that information from. So our guides, our guardians, our angels, it's very easy for them to move through the different vibrations. If they have to go too low, like let's say an angel, to get low, they do have to kind of change that. When you're talking to a crossed over loved one, they have to bring their vibration down. We have to bring ours up to match.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
I think
It kind of feels like it.
Yeah. It's not
Doesn't
a
it?
big it's not a big chore for them. If they're your guide, let's say they're your guide or a guardian, your original guide, guardian, angel, and you've become an earthy. There is a little more that they have to do to get to you, but it's not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. I really don't quite know with this what he's asking with. I think, I'm sorry to say, James, but I think you have some of your information incorrect. I think you heard something we said and took it differently or something. I'm not sure. I'm done if the rest of you would like to speak on that.
Well, I believe the second part is, would then a lower vibration then have to rise up to then interact with us? Right? Because I think
Right.
that was like the
Right.
second.
Right. That's the rest of his question.
That's
Mhm.
oh,
No, go ahead.
that's why the grids are so important. If you have no grids in your house or your grids are all screwed up, they can come right in because the vibration's already been lowered. Never have we, and I think I can ask all of you this, have we ever gone into a home where the grids are intact and there's activity in that home? Never.
Or the grid's intact, honestly. Like
Right.
just general.
There's
just-
enough.
no.
Yeah, there's enough low vibration in the world for any low vibration to come in and interact. I mean,
Yeah.
There's just a never-ending supply
Yes,
of
yes. Now to hang
of
out
access.
in that, like we get visited before we do a clearing, but they can't hang around very long in our homes because we keep our homes so clear and the grid's fixed. Not only, I mean, I fall behind on that, I admit, but they can sort of poke in and come, but to actually like come in and reside in my home, never gonna happen.
Our
Not
homes would be
any of us.
comfortable for them.
Sorry?
That our homes would not be comfortable for them.
No.
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 Good point. Not at all.
Especially the state of mind. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
Look at this.
too high vibrational. We would be annoying, you know.
They would be like twitching.
Yeah, they'd be like, we would be difficult. We would be a very difficult challenge. I'm not saying one
Yes.
would
Yeah.
try
Yes.
for sure. I'm sure one would try eventually if they haven't already, but
Mhm.
I don't think we're easy prey in
Our
it.
light would be hard for them, you know? So it'd be
Yeah.
like us staring at headlights. Oh.
I'll go live on the sun. That'll be easy. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go pick a darker corner.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. That is so true.
So
I
true.
love his next question in this.
Mm.
So, would that be why you always see a small amount of light energetically in even the lowest vibrating beings? I
Wait.
love the question, or that he has recognized that we see light in low vibrational beings. And I think he's asking why.
Yes. I would say he's asking why.
So it's why do we see light
Mhm.
In
low
low, in
Yes.
in the lowest vibrating beings. Mm-hmm.
Because there's still a soul in there.
Right.
Still a
That's
soul
right.
created by God.
So, yeah,
That's what we're made of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
creation. Yeah.
And it's their choice where they want to live. And if they choose to be in the lower realms, you can't, they're not going to be even, I hate to, even serial killers and that sort. You will find a little, they've just chosen to turn away from it.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Great question.
I'm pretty confident in saying that there is not a being or entity that exists that doesn't have an amount of light. For you to not have light is non-existent, which doesn't exist.
Love that. Yes, love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, even the slightest, tiniest little bit.
Yes.
You know, you are still, your
Yeah.
existence is still valid, and you deserve that little bit of light.
Yes. No matter
They
what
just
it
try to
costs you.
hide it. That's the only thing.
Yes.
They try, but
Yes.
Yes. They'll
Still
deny
there.
that light.
Yes.
They'll deny that.
Everyone still has the option to become a light being.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Even the demons.
Yep, still light in there.
It's not a demon.
I need some of those like cards to raise up. Demon, not demon.
Right. That's awesome for when we watch Ghost Hunter
Oh,
videos.
yes.
I am not a demon.
Not a demon.
Oh, ragdoll.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
He closes in saying, as I think I understand, we have to match vibrationally to interact with each other. The closer the resonance, the more we can interact or experience in our reality.
You know, there's a saying out there, I want to find my tribe. We've all heard that saying, right? I think that you're trying to. And basically, that is you're finding other people who have the same vibration, so they're on the same level, so there's a more of an understanding, you can connect, etc. We've also all met assholes. We've had assholes in our lives. They have a different vibration. They're
Yeah.
lower, typically lower. Sometimes there's someone comes through with a higher vibration and rubs us the wrong way, and we're like, I don't like them. You don't have to match it, but to have that real connection, connecting on that love, sort of in that love language, having the same vibration, like the five of us, we all connect on the same vibration, and it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
And, Mari-Lyn, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to add, if you are talking about humans interacting with other dimensional beings,
Oh,
Okay.
that is that is a gift that is learned and honed and chiseled and developed. It's not something that just everybody can go, oh, I'm going to lower my vibration and I'm going to go see who I can connect with in a lower vibrational dimension. And if that is your thought process, I urge you to find some healing.
I urge you to rethink that.
Yeah.
Seriously rethink that.
Yeah.
What we do in interacting with those lower vibrational beings is taken years of learning.
And we don't lower our vibration
experience. And we don't lower our vibration at all. If anything,
We raise.
well, not if anything, we absolutely raise our vibration when we come into contact with them for a clearer line of communication. So I'm gonna go with what you said earlier, Pam, that he has some misunderstandings.
Yes.
And I appreciate him asking the questions.
I do too.
Really do. I'm
Yes.
really glad
Yes.
that he is asking.
And again,
I've recently learned that lesson with Mari-Lyn in the house clearing. My natural sense was to lower my vibration and meet the entity in his, in his area. And
that's how you get hurt.
What you're giving up when you lower that vibration, you don't just gain communication, like you lose like your sense of self, your authority, all of that stuff that you need to actually carry through with what you came there to do.
You get angry. I've certainly done it.
No, I mean you can't meet them. We wouldn't be able to do what we do if we met them.
It's like going into the ocean and expecting to get the better of a shark. Not going to happen. You're in their domain now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
But you're still human. You gotta stay human.
Yes.
Don't try to be a shark, trying to talk like a shark, because you're not gonna beat them at that game.
No.
Yeah.
No. Great questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
James. Yeah.
Thank you,
I hope
James.
you understood what we said. If you don't, please put another message in and say, you guys totally misread what I was asking. And that's great. Go ahead and do that, please. Yeah. The first one, Susan from I think is Oklahoma.
I gotta say, I read that And I'm sitting here trying to decipher, what does she mean by okay? So Susan's okay?
Oh.
Susan, and then it dawned on me, oh my God, Susan from Oklahoma.
Okay, that's funny. Yes.
Woo, the trip my brain took.
Yes. So this one sort of adds to what James just said.
Absolutely.
What is the difference between guides, guardians, angels, and teams? She added teams
Yes.
in there.
Everything, nothing.
Yeah. So they're different species.
Mm-hmm.
Good word.
Different roles.
Yes, we can talk about the roles if you I assume that's probably what she's asking, is what role do they have to play, or that sort of.
The ones that we're aware of anyway, because
Yes, yes. Some of it's just
Ooh.
above our pay grade. We don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Our little human brains just.
we don't need to know.
And
Yeah.
for
Yes.
someone who has such black and white thinking as I do,
You do.
I very often don't pay attention. Are you a guide? Are you a guardian? Are you an angel? It doesn't matter to me.
No.
Yeah.
I am so open
Mhm.
to the guidance that I really
Yeah. Now I will say the only time I do really is when I'm in a paranormal situation and our guardians come in. That would be the only time in that sort of area, because that
I
tells me
would
that
agree.
there's so much information that comes with who shows up for you. You have to know
Yes.
that. But yes, Mari-Lyn, in normal day-to-day stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Can I just say that it's amazing how, and I've been through this experience, how we get het up and get so oh, I must know my angels, I must know my team, must know my guy, go, and yes, it's great. I mean, you guys know Fred, and but for years I didn't know who my guides were.
No, and it doesn't matter.
My problem, I had to trust them.
Yes.
That's what I had to trust. I was getting information, trust the feeling I was getting, trust the
Yes.
knowing, and that's the thing. And it's unfortunately it's so many people out there tell you've got to do this, got to do that, because
Oh, it's exhausting.
yeah, you get the
It is.
wrong information and you're not actually feeling
Mhm.
into who is giving the information. And you're like, oh, I've got to know this, and then your ego kicks in, and that's it. You're done for.
Or
You know?
here's a little pet peeve of mine, and then we can move on. Is when a psychic says, "Well, my guides are saying this, and my guides are saying," why the hell are you talking to your guides? If you're talking to me, if I'm in a session with you, what do your guides have to do with my path in my life? You need to be talking to my guides or just spirit in general. That's always been one of those things. I think people just anyway.
I always thought it was funny that like we might not know who they are, but
Mhm.
we always know when there's a new one.
Always there's a different
Always.
Like,
Their vibration
wait
is
a
so
minute.
different.
Exactly.
I'm used to this vibration, and now there's a slight adjustment, and I have a
Yes.
new, like, when there's a new one, but you don't care about.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So just it's really in the name. So a guide, you're assigned a guide, you know who that on the other side before you come into life, you say, "Hey, can you help me with my life contract, my life's goals, my life, this path that I'm on?" Because they hold it and they've got the information, right? And they're trying to guide you to keep you on there or whatever you need to be doing. A guardian is just what it says. A guardian tries to help keep you out of like you're like going down that dark alley where there's a big ugly dude that wants to beat the hell out of you. So the
Mhm.
guardian's going to sort of come in at that point. And I have a great story about that, but I won't get anyway. Um, angels they're their own species. They're sort of between a guide and a guardian, and they do other stuff too. I mean, they're just angels are amazing. Just
They're wonderful.
so wonderful. And they have their own language, and no, they've never been human. I think in the Bible there's a reference to like two that have been human,
Hmm.
but I don't know if that's true or not. But And then
And you can tell by the way that they communicate too.
so it's very different, isn't it?
That they're just haven't been human. But
Yeah.
it's hard to explain.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's a very different vibration.
Very. And then teams are typically for if you're doing a sort of spiritual work, you'll have a team. Like I don't know how many teams I have. I have different ones for different healings that'll come in for different people. I have paranormal teams. I have psychic teams. And they are just typically just a group of and here's something that I don't know that we've ever said, but we all have a home planet, and you will have teams that come from your home planet. So
Oh,
you can call them aliens if you choose, but we do have those as well.
Mm.
So I hope that explains. If not, Susan, go ahead and ask more questions. In the
There's like
comments.
12 more now.
Yeah, probably.
All right, part 3.
Yeah, I can see where that will create more questions.
Yes.
A
Yes.
little bit.
All right, we ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, I don't have a name. I forgot to put names on these. I think this
Yeah, the rest of these we don't, but
I think this was a comment though, and I forgot, and so I don't know.
when you hear your question, you will know it's you, and hopefully they can be found, and she.
Yes. And sorry.
Yeah, but we appreciate you anyway. We do. We appreciate
Yes,
you.
we do.
Okay. All right. I'm glad I reread this because I was going to do it wrong.
Oh,
Can spirits visit viewers who suggest videos? I even read it wrong. Can
So that
spirits
work-
visit viewers who make video suggestions?
I think we already didn't we on the first. I think we talked about that on the first Q&A.
I think we might have.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Well, this one's specifically about
That's
people
true.
who just suggest them.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and answer that, Marci.
No, yeah, you're good. You're fine.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. It's the leaning in, it's the trying to get their attention, it's the trying to read them that can get you into some.
Yeah. There's no copy paste portals.
Ah, damn it.
You don't need to worry about those.
Yes. All right, next one.
But this was a good question to segue into this next question. Can you say more on the subject of ghosts visiting mediums and ghost hunters before they investigate a location?
Yeah, they know.
They know. Weeks in advance.
Yes.
Homework.
Yes. As soon as someone makes the connection to the place,
Yep.
they know it. How they know it is above my pay grade, but they do, and they're coming to check you out. It doesn't mean they're going to hunt you or whatever. They want to see who's coming.
Mhm.
They know every time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can be any type of response from them. It can be intimidation. It can be just showing their pain.
Mm-hmm.
And really, that's a request for help.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Knowing, somebody's coming in and they realize that I need help, but they don't really know how to articulate any further than that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Good point.
And it can be exactly, I want help now. I don't want to wait.
Yes.
Sure.
And well, sorry, it's 2:00 in the morning and you're going to have to wait. Goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they know, and how many times have we been visited and then a few days later, a week later, even months later, we get an email from someone.
Yep.
Asking for their house to be cleared, and they've been thinking about it for days, weeks, months.
Yeah.
And then we go in there, it's like, oh, I remember you. Yeah.
One of my favorite memories of this
Mhm.
was this maybe during COVID? Anyway, this was a long while ago when we were doing in person, going to the home clearings, and we're walking through the kitchen, and I looked at the refrigerator because there were all kinds of pictures on it, and I stopped, like mouth dropped, and I'm like, Pam, that's him. And she's like, that's who? Like, that's who came to me a few nights ago.
Yeah.
He was in my house. He was in my room. And yeah,
It happens.
he was so
Yeah.
ready to be crossed over.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah. So and it's all levels of beings that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The not so nice ones like to
Yes.
go through all of us to get to Mari-Lyn or Pam.
Yes, there's those ones.
Yes,
Yep.
they do.
Yep.
I've volunteered for that.
And there's
But
so much we don't know about the way the energy is transmitted through the dimensions. It just does.
Yeah.
It just does.
Somehow we knock on their door and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're coming." Yes.
You can find me sleeping from
Come by about 3 a.m., please.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like we've ever said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
the worst part is
It is.
just don't wake me up. Yes. All right. Next question.
What is the difference between being jumped, possessed, and channeling?
Ooh. Now,
You don't often hear channeling being put in
Well,
the same question with jumped and possessed.
and I'm going to say something. When I wrote this out, I believe the channeling piece came from Marci because we had a conversation. So I added that in there, like physical mediumship when we were talking about physical mediumship.
yeah,
And so
You'd be
I wrote
surprised
that.
at how similar.
Uh-huh. And it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to at least the jumped portion, I'm
Mhm.
going to leave that up to Mari-Lyn too.
Well,
They're all different. None of them are healthy for your body.
nope.
Well, the channeling. So are we talking trans mediumship or are we talking just channeling in general?
No, not in general, not general like
Not
what we do.
generalized
No.
channeling, because that's not dangerous. I
No,
feel
the
like.
trans or the physical mediumship where they actually
Allow.
this
They're
is
channeling another being. So yeah.
and they
Opening
allow
a
the
can of
being
worms.
to come into their body to speak. It's archaic. It does not need to be done. There are people who still do it, and it's dangerous. Your body will suffer for it.
Right.
And it's archaic. My guides have been saying that to me for so long. It's archaic. It doesn't need to be done. Don't do it. But some people still do.
Sure.
Like, I mean, there's people out there. I can't think of them at the moment. I can't think of his
Basher.
name. That's a pretty Basher. Yeah, that's a pretty popular one that allows that to happen. I can't think of his actual name. Basher's the entity or the
Probably more well, not more important. It's probably very popular in the UK because it's like, oh, so we have lots of mediums that do trance work. Everyone wants to do trance. Everybody wants to be taken over. Everyone wants somebody in them. Oh my
that is just
goodness.
so stupid. And you're going to suffer for it. If
I would say majority of the people that have been great mediums but have done the trance over time, they have had terrible illnesses.
yes.
Bad illnesses because it drains the body and just
Mhm.
And there's no room for you in there. I'm sorry, but there's not. I'm not moving my organs around or whatever for you to suffocate. They get weird cancers or their
Yes,
organ
yes.
failure. They have heart attacks. I mean, it's no,
Right.
no. So,
Yeah.
okay. So then we can move to, we've talked about what that is.
Okay. I have a question to add to this question.
Okay.
We talk about empaths and unhealed empathy.
Yeah.
Would you agree that
Yes. Go ahead.
yes,
I do as well.
very wounded people,
Yes.
and I think I have
Yes.
even done this, we allow the energy of the other person to come into us so we can experience their pain so our pain doesn't feel so great.
Mhm.
Codependence at its fucking finest.
Hmm.
There you go.
Yes.
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 Another
I'm
form
gonna
of
say yes and no. I'm going to say no.
Oh, of course
Okay.
you would.
It's yes and no. I don't
Okay.
think everyone follows the same route as codependency. So I think we have to go, okay, there's probably a high percentage of yes, but I
Well,
think
nothing, you're right. Nothing's ever 100%.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
All right, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Right. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
but I mean, I agree with what Mari-Lyn is saying, but I do think also there is a very small percentage that aren't like that.
Yes. I think I'm the one that said it, but she started it and I threw in the codependent piece.
Yeah.
But thank you. You can blame her.
Well,
Certainly, anytime.
I am the resident codependent, so
Everyone has codependency issues.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And I think some people, it makes them feel special, and that's also codependent. Never mind.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that special piece is so codependent.
Yeah.
So that type of channeling is a self-imposed possession, I guess would be one way to
Oh,
put
I
it.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
A self-imposed possession.
And I don't recommend it, and we don't teach it. And
No.
Well, I agree, but I also disagree because even during possession, there is a very subconscious level of agreeing to participate.
oh, the possession part, actually being possessed, that's the difference
Yes.
between possessed and being jumped.
Yes.
That's the biggest.
Like, so like there's like
Yeah.
the invitation to
Yes.
be
Yes.
taken.
Yes.
Yes.
And there is an agreement, there is a fine layer of agreement, even if you're not outright inviting.
Yep.
Absolutely yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Mhm.
I've never been possessed.
Mm-mm.
I hope to never be possessed.
Nope. And you will never.
I think the likelihood is very, very, very low.
Very low.
Right. Yeah.
But
Um,
you have been jumped.
I have been jumped. Yeah. So I can't speak about possession really.
Mhm.
No.
So
I would just be confident in saying that vibrationally, you would have to be very low
yes.
to open yourself up for something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would add to that, that's why an entity chooses that person. They have some sort of
Easier
mental illness.
transition.
They-
It's like a smoother transition because they just want to touch the human.
Well,
Like,
and they can talk you into saying, yes, come on in.
yeah.
Yes, you can take over. And
Giving up. Yeah.
Yes.
Giving up.
Yes. So they
Giving up hope.
Mm-hmm.
they bully.
Yes.
It's an effective bully.
And they target
bully you
people, they can
down.
bully, they can, yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
wrong. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you make you more of a victim than you were before.
Yes.
The different levels of being.
Yes. That's also
Exactly.
because what I was about to say is when you talk to someone who had been possessed or the family of someone who's been, etc., that person was always really depressed or there was something going on. And then I was corrected that sometimes it's really curiosity. It'll happen a lot with like kids, teenagers. They're very curious and they are manipulated so easily by those lower vibrational beings that they allow it in.
Yeah.
You have to be allowed in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where jumping, they don't have permission, but they can't stay there because you're really not allowing it. They can't jump in and then get permission. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Or whatever above my pay grade. Yes.
But
Yeah.
even with being jumped, there is a willingness,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a wound attraction.
Yes, that's yes.
There is a wound attraction. and there is an enmeshment that happens.
Yes.
At least,
Yes.
yes. I was going to say at least in my case, but I am being corrected
Mm-hmm.
that there is an enmeshment of sorts that happens energetically, and that they just poof, they come in. Doesn't last very long. It cannot be sustained.
Mm-mm.
No.
Could
it? I'm thinking back to when I was jumped. I couldn't even sustained it very much longer than what was happening. I could have kept myself in the energy, but she couldn't have stayed with me. They just don't have the
energy.
They just don't have the power. They don't have the energy.
It's only a few minutes, but to Mari-Lyn, it felt like a life. It felt like a long time. It really did. And it affected me for a very long time after, because that enmeshment for me like lingered. It stayed, and it took me a while to really go, whoa, whew, so not mine to be hanging on to. What even happened? And it happened so fast. Yes. But that's definitely a wound to wound. That's some trauma bonding. That's some, there's something, there's a vibrational match in there somewhere.
Yep.
Get that to happen.
Can people drain batteries and electronics the way ghosts can? Yeah. Absolutely.
So can humans? Yeah.
We had a friend, this was years ago, back when Commodore 64 was, you had a Commodore 64, so you could play games on it, right? He'd come over and he'd sit down and he'd start a game, boom, computer crash. Every time. Something about his energy and his vibration crashed our computer every time. 100%.
If those some people can't wear watches.
Yes. We've all heard of that. All of a sudden their watch doesn't work. It's like, what the hell? We had if you guys have been watching long enough, you might remember Carissa. She was one of our fabulous students who is now off on her own. And we miss you, but we wish you well.
Absolutely.
When she first started coming to me as a student, part of what she wanted to learn was like, why do light bulbs when I walk through the room? Why do lights go crazy and so it totally happens. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. And we've seen some of those, like on some of the ghost hunter videos that we react to. It's like, that wasn't a ghost, ding ding, that was you that caused that to happen. Yes. Yeah. Good question. Thank you.
It was a good question. I love this question. What is the difference between portals, doorways, and rifts?
Great question.
And all of the other weird names to all the weird openings.
There's so many. And Mari-Lyn has changed her mind a little bit on this. So
I have.
I think we talk about it first and then let you come in with your new finding after, or your new. So does anyone want to talk about this, or I'm just babbling on here? So
I can't keep them straight, so I don't think I should be answering
you know what?
it.
In what we do, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. When we do clearings, when we close them up, it doesn't matter what it is. So
labels are so not important.
Yes.
I just hear like semantics. Like it's just it really like one's one way, one's two way, one goes
right.
And you know what?
One's to the left, one's to the right.
Spirit knows. And spirit guides us to do what we're supposed to do. And so it just gets taken care of, and we don't need to know. Basically, though, a portal just sort of takes you somewhere, nowhere, like it just goes really deep or far or whatever. A doorway is exactly that. You go from one room to the next. And a rift is just sort of this, like, split in the, I don't even know how to, it like
Tear. Is
a
it a
wound, like
tear?
if you're cut. It's like
Yeah,
a cut.
tear.
And so it's sort of, it doesn't necessarily mean there's other dimensions there. It just sort of splits within its own dimension. And
Mm.
then Mary Lynn had some new information that came in.
I got some information not too long ago that portal is really the umbrella term.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm.
There are so many different terms
That we have no idea
those
about.
for those naturally occurring phenomena that go between
Mhm.
into and from, and some are, like Marcy said, some are one way, some are two way, some turn
Right.
left, some turn right, some are upside down, some are inverted, some are within the earth, some are atmospheric, some are, there are so many of them. That term portal is that umbrella term.
I
And
love that. It just
and
lands for me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah.
yeah.
it did for me, as like, oh,
Yes.
kind of opened up
Yeah.
um my awareness a little bit, gave myself permission to see it bigger.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And for any of you wondering, no, two mirrors facing each other do not create a portal. Doesn't happen.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's still not a demon.
That's like it. Yes.
Human portals.
It's
Yeah.
an old wives' tale that
Uh,
someone created, and otherwise, every one of us would
Oh my
have
God.
portals and demons in our home. I mean, it's just
Right.
Everywhere.
it's
Yeah.
just silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you possibly, we can create portals, rifts, whatever, portals. I'll just say portals because now it's the over.
Yeah.
They can be created. So could you put two mirrors I don't, you could put two anything together probably and create that. Because
If you
yes,
can make one with a piece of cardboard, known as like the Ouija board,
right.
then you can
Yes.
do it with a mirror.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, exactly.
you can probably do
Sure.
it with a pen. I don't know. Like
Sure.
it's the
Yeah.
intention, right? You
Yeah.
can do whatever.
Yes. Right. It is intention. It's how
But
you
there's
move
something
energy.
spooky
It's how
about
you
mirrors.
create. Yeah.
It's more
Well,
believable with mirrors.
Yeah. Oh, just
Yeah.
so well. We missed a couple.
humaning is hard.
Humaning is hard. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and just, there were two questions that somehow we missed getting them on the
Yep.
original list. So we're going to answer them. I apologize. We apologize that it's not everyone here, but it just wasn't going to happen. So
Yeah. And
here
we
we go.
caught it though, and
Yes.
I'm glad we caught them because we
Me
wanted
too.
to get them
Yes.
on here. So
Okay.
yeah.
Would you
All
like
right. Shall I
to?
read the first one?
Yeah.
All right. That's whoops. Okay. This is from Courtney.
Okay.
Trigger warning.
Oh.
How does spirit feel about miscarriages and abortions?
Ah. Okay.
And you have had many an opportunity throughout your career as a healer
Yes.
to probably be the best person to answer this question.
Thank you. Yes, I've had many clients who have had miscarriages and who have had abortions. And the most simple I can make it is with a miscarriage, the soul coming in changes their mind. And with an abortion, the human makes that decision. I can't say changes their mind because they're, that's a different, but that's
Right.
basically that's it. So what I can also say is, as far as like spirit, like God, that is a choice that's part of our free will. No matter whether we're coming in and decide not to, or we're here as a human, we decide to change that situation. That's part of our free will, and we have to live with those I will say, consequences of the pain of that. However, and that's always a lesson for us. So it always comes in the form of a lesson. Oftentimes we've chosen that to happen, but not always.
So chosen as in contracted, or this was pre-planned
yes,
before
yes.
any incarnation.
And what's actually coming through now is when it is a pre-planned, before we come into life, we say, this is something that I want to experience. I want to experience either a miscarriage or an abortion. The soul doesn't always come in. So the deva, let's say we get pregnant and the deva is growing.
Mm-hmm.
The deva is there, but if it's a plan to have an abortion, you may or may not get a soul that enters that. If there's a soul that wants to experience that, okay. But if not, the soul is not there. But that doesn't mean there's no hardship there. That deva still will still grieve and have all those experiences, as well as the human. No matter whom I've worked with who've had abortions, no matter how many, I had one client who had 4 in her life.
Mm.
No matter how much you want that to happen, whatever the situation was, you stood firm. This is what I want to do. This is, but there does come a point in your life when you have to reconcile that. It backs up on everyone. I told you the woman that had 4 of them. She was very almost like flippant about it. No big deal, blah, blah, blah. Couple healings in, it came out and she was bawling. She was absolutely bawling. So I wish we would talk about that more to women who are making that choice. I don't know how much you could prepare for it, but I would say any preparation in that area would be better than not being than just being told, it's nothing, it's no big deal.
Right.
It is a big deal. You are going to have to work that out.
As with most things in human life, if there were more conversation around the spiritual aspect,
yes, yes,
that we experience, whether we are agnostic, atheist, strongly religious, or spiritual, and everything in between, right? Because there is no black and white here. It is all gray.
Yes.
All shades of gray. There is an element that is not talked about.
Correct. And it's very sad.
So much. It would make life so much not easier, but more palpable. It would make it more sturdy.
Yes.
The footing would be firmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there would be a lot more caution taken, I think.
Yeah, one would hope.
Yeah. And that's all I'm going to say, but I'm not going to go, I'm no one's mother here that needs to be whatever. So I'm not going. And then you also, after you leave this life and you cross over, you again have to, if you don't deal with it here, like everything else, you deal with it at that time. So I hope that that was helpful. I don't know, but either way, allow yourself to grieve, whatever. If anyone listening, if you've had to be in either of those situations, please allow yourself to grieve. And unfortunately, I think women who have abortions grieve a little more isolated because they can't let everyone know that this thing that's just supposed to be flippant is, and I don't mean that with everyone. I know many women, it was a very difficult choice. So please don't misunderstand me. I just mean because we don't talk about it, like you just said, Mari-Lyn, we'll grieve in sort of isolation.
Grieving. Yeah.
And and please don't. Please, please have someone there to support you and grieve with you and support that whole.
And what's coming right now is grief. Grief is a tricky thing.
Oh,
And grief, it's okay to allow grief
yes,
decades after the fact.
yes, yes, yes.
Um,
Mhm.
if you have had one of those experiences and life was such where you had to pull up your bootstraps and carry on,
Yes,
and you find yourself later in life and it keeps coming up and coming up, well, allow it.
yes, yes,
Allow yourself the freedom of
yeah,
grieving.
yes. And what is coming in now, I did not mention. I mentioned half of it, but not the other half. If it was not a contracted situation and it's free will that you choose to have an abortion, that soul very likely could have come in. So there's an extra piece there of someone grieving, of a soul grieving. So it's I'm really sorry if anyone listening has been in that situation or is in that situation currently or whatever that is. Please know that we feel for you, and that's a rough situation to be in, and we're so sorry. I think I can speak for both of us in that.
Mhm.
All right. Whew, let's move on to the next question, please.
Okay.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, Courtney. And
Yes, thank you.
hopefully we answered your question.
Yeah.
All right.
And thank you for saying trigger warning.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I thought that was really, really thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful.
All right. This is from Maddie_C.
Okay.
Oh, love the picture frame setup.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
Hope you also love it in the answer parts because we had that up there.
Yes.
So there's a couple of questions in here. We're just going to take them one at a time.
Okay.
Do rituals such as saging actually work, or is it simply intent behind the act?
Yeah. It's intent behind the act.
Yep. Sage, cinnamon, holy water, high vibration,
Salt. Yeah.
salt.
Those are really good. Sorry. Any of those sort of tools are really good after you sort of have that vibration high to help keep it there, or, the intent is to raise the vibration. You're not going to get rid of any low V's or earthies or anything with it.
No.
Now, can they decide to move on? Yes, because we've had people say, I used sage and the ghost left. Well,
Yeah, well, I'd leave too.
yes. So that was, if there are coincidences, they were just choosing to leave because they probably weren't going to get from you what they were hoping, and so they took off. But it really wasn't the sage that did it.
I decided to sage my house once years and years
Ugh,
ago. Because you hear things and
you do.
it prompted one of the most deep cleanings of my house.
Because for me, it's the smell, and I have bad allergies, so I just don't burn anything.
Anyway.
Yes. Well, that was something good that happened came out of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to use a tool as with a fragrance,
Mhm.
along with the intent, make it something you enjoy. Make it something
Yeah.
that is going to bring you relaxation and high vibration. Because
Yes.
if it doesn't,
Yes.
no, it's going to tank. And
saging too much, it's still smoke, and there's still ash, and it makes things dirty. Just FYI.
it's just silly.
If you do it a lot, like some people do, talk about deep cleaning. You got to get that deep cleaning in there after that. Yes.
Yeah.
So you knew the
But
answer to that. And thank you for asking.
you really don't need any of those tools.
No.
Um,
No, but to each his own. You do you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Hmm. All right. So it goes on
Mm-hmm.
to say, perhaps uncouth and too charged a question, but curious on the thoughts of the current violence and division we are seeing throughout the US and globally.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe there may be energetic low vibrational forces at work influencing things spiritually, or is this just a condition of the human element rearing its ugly head? I choose all of the above.
I do as well. Yeah, that
All
was
of the above.
yeah. Yeah, one
And
can't really go without the other. There has to be that symbiotic sort of connection there. I do believe we're in a spiritual war, and I believe that people are certainly at the top. There's sort of a psyop going on. I've talked about that before. They want the division because we're so much we're controlled so much easier if we believe in all the rhetoric and all the I'm going to hate you because you like this person. I'm going to hate you because you voted for this person, or because you don't believe this, I'm going to hate you. Whew, that's a rough road to go down. And when you go down that road, it's so easy for those low vibrational being, that even if it's just the energy of it, to sort of cling to that. When you drop your energy, you have all kinds of support, all kinds of energetic,
Okay.
like supporting you, being right there and getting in and making you angry and frustrated and unhappy. And oh yeah,
Mhm,
I do. And
mhm.
think that, yeah, all the
So the question of a spiritual war,
mm-hmm,
the way I've been hearing it in recent months,
mm-hmm.
sounds like people are talking about this is new. Like
Right, right, right.
we are we
We've
are
always
currently
been
in
in
a
a spiritual
spiritual
war.
war, and yeah,
Yeah,
there has
100%. Always been. It just has lag times and then it kicks up again. And so that's probably a better way to say it. We're in a kicked up time, in my opinion.
sure.
There's always, you know, sometimes they
We
retreat
have been
to plan.
we as in mankind, if you're going to talk about a spiritual war,
Woo!
I don't think of it this way personally,
Right.
but it has always been a spiritual war. It has always been good versus evil, black versus white, from the beginning of probably before written history.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's different?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. We as a
What's
people are
different
different.
is
We're in a different time.
the balance.
Mm-hmm.
The vibrational balance ebbs and ebbs I don't know, ebbs and flows. It shifts.
It
It
does.
goes one way or the other.
Yeah.
There are times in history where it's been easier living than not.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with the way of industry,
Mm-hmm.
electronics,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to spread things instantly, that instant gratification. Well, the instant gratification has now turned to instant hate.
Yes. Yes.
Gratification isn't
Yes.
a joyous thing anymore. That instant gratification has become so low.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And people are looking for it like this too. They're like
Yep.
constantly out. Yeah.
And so the balance has really gotten
Yes.
out of whack.
So one thing I know on occasion, because they get sent, we get asked to do certain videos, and over the course of time that we've been doing this, there are a few that they weren't political by themselves necessarily, but they might have been a political person or something like that.
Sure.
And people will say something to us about that, either for or against, sort of. And what I want to say to that is, if you are trying to divide us, TCS, if you are trying to get us to hate someone or to be angry with someone, you are looking at the wrong people. It's just not going to happen. I refuse to walk around with hate in my heart. Just not going to happen. I choose. May I not like something that you do? Sure. But am I going to hate you for it? No. No. I'm not going to judge your soul because you have an opinion that I disagree with or even agree with. But typically it happens when you disagree.
Mhm.
And we're not a political channel. So,
No.
but that's the biggest division right now that I see it. It's in a
If we were a
political realm.
political channel, I would be here.
Right. No, you would. I probably would not either. Going down that shithole is not somewhere I want to go. No. So, yeah. The next time.
Jennifer C. has one more question.
Oh, okay.
And I love this question. Is there anything we can do to attract a more positive environment on a mass scale spiritually?
Yeah.
Ask more questions like that.
Yes. Stand in that vibration. You may feel like you're the only one, but you're not. Like attracts like. That energy flows out and it all comes together collectively.
Mm-hmm.
However you pray for world peace. I know that sounds so like Miss America or whatever that is, like Miss you whatever. But having that vibration does help it helps all of us.
Mm-hmm.
When you're something that I don't know if I teach this much anymore. I'm sure I do on occasion. But when you go out somewhere, just leave little love bombs as you're walking. Your spirit, your energy, just sort of ball that up and just like toss it around and leave those love bombs everywhere. And
if you're carrying yourself in a high vibration,
yes, and just let it slip off you all over the place. Yeah.
That is probably the simplest thing to do is to carry yourself in a higher vibration and consciously be aware of being grounded, of being in that higher vibration. Spread kindness, spread a smile. Smiling can be contagious.
Oh,
offering a kind word, offering compassion, not codependency.
No. Don't go there, please.
And I started to say offering empathy, but compassion is what Spirit wanted me to say.
Yes.
Offering compassion.
Yeah.
Because when we go to that place of empathy, unhealed empathy is
too hard to get entangled into, like somehow it's my job to help you or to make you better or whatever. And that's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Just
it's a
be
great
kind.
question. Yes, be kind. And if you do start to get sucked into, say, like if you're a social media watcher and you start to get sucked into that stupid motherfucker or this, whatever it is, take a step back. Take a step back. You are leaning into that place that they want you to come into. They want you to be angry, whoever they are. There's lots of theys.
There's so many theys.
There's so many theys. But that's where they want you because you're controlled that way. As soon as you get angry, oh boy, you're easily controlled. I'm talking all of us, not just obviously the person who asked the question.
Yeah.
But stay positive as much as you can and get present. Like Mari-Lyn said, get grounded, get present. And when you get present, think about it. All your friends, your neighbors, the clerk, the teller, the whoever it is at the grocery store, whatever, we all really want the same things. We want to be healthy. We want to be happy. We want our family to be that way. We want to thrive in life. We all truly want the same thing. Okay. Enough of my soapbox. Jump down. Great questions. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. They really were.
Well, this has been wonderful. That's the end of the questions.
Yeah. I
We
hope
hope you
everyone enjoyed.
enjoyed all of this. We have. I know I have.
You know what? I want to interrupt you, Pam, and
Amazing.
I want to say one more thing about that last question.
Oh, sure.
If you feel an energetic disturbance within your home that you suspect could be a portal, a doorway, a rift, a something, please reach out. TCSEverydayPsychics.com and let's schedule a clearing,
Mhm.
Mhm.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yes, clearings are of no charge. Okay.
that's correct.
So we get that question still all the time, and we
All
think we
the
say it all the
time.
time, but people
Yeah.
still ask. Donations, of course. We're always taking donations if you'd like to do that. It's not required.
It's not.
There
It's
are
very appreciated.
yes,
Yes.
very appreciated. So, but no. Other services, yes, because we are a business.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
anyone else like to say anything before we go?
Thank you for all the questions.
I enjoyed this. It's very good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Happy Halloween because it's Halloween. when
It
this
is.
comes
Happy
out.
Halloween.
Happy
Oh.
Halloween.
Yes. Yes. Our favorite holiday, right? Or
Yes. My favorite time of the year.
yes. Yes. It's really the time of year. Mhm.
It is.
Yeah.
Love the time of year. Yes.
All right, everyone. Thank you and see you next time.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.